Oh my goodness, I am back. It has been an absolute hot minute since I have been on here. And look at this. Ah! I finally got my hair done and it is amazing. I'm really loving it. I think it's really fun and fresh. Um, and I love bouncing it around. That's what she said. All right. So, joking aside, hello and welcome. My name is Kayla, and this is my YouTube channel. And here we talk all things vintage and funnery, to quote a fellow friend. So it's basically a fun place where we talk vintage, we talk reselling, we talk sewing, we talk makeup, we talk all things vintage lifestyle too. So a little bit of sustainability thrown in there for the mix, and yeah, just a whole bunch of other really really fun things. So welcome. Today we're going to be talking channel updates, what I've been doing, some fun things. We'll talk Fiji too. I did come back from a trip from Fiji and it was amazing. So spoiler alert. We will also be talking reselling, as well as a new project I'm going to be starting on our channel. So I'm ready to get back into the saddle when it comes to my YouTube channel and start making content for you to basically kind of focus, maybe mix genres, maybe introduce a little bit of the sewing into my YouTube channel, as well as the thrifting and the reselling. So it's really exciting. So let's go ahead and say hi to some people in the chat. My two really great friends are here already. Patrick Murphy, welcome. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and hanging out with me on this Sunday brunch. We are in full form again today with the muumuu and just relaxing. So yeah, thank you so much for coming out and supporting me. And of course, we cannot forget Roy. Hello, Roy. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, she has the time set to 11 p.m. Oh my goodness. Did I? Whatever. Sometimes I do these things. Leaves Fiji just 4 lives in 5 days. Yep. That's pretty much it. So if I'm going to go ahead and try and share out this live stream, but if you guys want to help me out, if you're watching on the replay, go ahead and do the subscribe thing and the comment and liking thing. It really helps out on this channel, helping people to find it and find my face. So I'd like to get monetized this year, but it's not necessary. I feel like, if it happens, it happens. All right. So let's get a few things out of the way first. So we're going to be talking about the reselling side of things first, when it comes to life updates and what I've been up to. Spoiler alert, it's not fun. So I have been a very bad reseller over the past month. Dismal numbers when it comes to selling things, and I feel like it's time for a change. Oh, good morning, JRKR. Thank you so much for coming. I'm hoping you have I hope you are having a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here today. I got my coffee and I still have my Jogo. I showed that off in a live stream, and yeah, I still love it. Still makes wonderful coffee. Highly suggest it. All right. So when it comes to reselling, I've been not so good. Haven't really been focused on posting or doing any sort of listing. I have been selling things here and there. I've made a few kind of larger sales. And I did make some sales while I was on vacation, but I mean, I may be talking like 1 or 2 every other day or every third day. It's been kind of disappointing, but I know that's on me. So my plan going forward is to maybe, when I had originally started my channel, I was on another channel and we were doing live listings, and that really motivated me to get things done and to start posting. And it was showing, all the gurus don't lie. I mean, you list things and they sell. What a concept, right? But that is what I'm planning on moving forward. I don't know if I'll be doing it live, but I definitely need some other outside motivation to help me. I'm very much, if the group is doing it, I want to be there. I have FOMO and I want to be there with you, helping out. So I'm going to look into maybe doing a live listing over on my other live channel. So I think that might be best if I want to boost numbers over on the live channel and just keep these Sunday lives to this one. So it's a thing. Listing lives accountability works. I agree. Help me. Yeah, absolutely. It definitely helps. It helps when you have an audience and they're watching you and you're like, oh, I got to do some work, So it's something that I would like to do moving forward, whether it be every other week, kind of like these lives, or whether it be every week. Oh, you do like live listing shows. Interesting. Yeah, I was actually going to ask how my audience felt about doing live listings, whether I should do them here on this channel or whether I should do them on my live selling platform. Good morning, Miss V. Thank you so much for coming in and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you, and I hope you're having a wonderful and lovely weekend. I think the time was wrong on this live stream. Go figure. Yeah, I'm just that way. So live listings, reselling chat. Yes. I have a very large money pile that I need to go through, and I think I'm going to be putting myself on a no buying strike for a while. I'm interested in the topic, but I want to show more of the inside look. I want to show more of the inside look on how I do what I do. People say, yeah. So would you be like maybe sharing your screen as you're doing it? I think that would be kind of cool. So that would be fun. IDK what we're talking about, but I'm always up for live. Yeah. So we're talking about me being a terrible reseller. And that I basically haven't posted anything in 2 months. And coming back from vacation, I'm broke. Bank account zero, and and I definitely need to get things going. Money is tight, but it's all good. I will survive. It's not a big deal. But moving forward, I want to definitely ramp up my reselling. I have a crazy death pile, and I need to get things out. So, with that said, channel updates. This channel update. So let's see. Yes, the steps from raw items to final listing progress. Oh yeah, I think that people would really enjoy that. I think people love seeing the inside of how things work. People let people post their listings on the show, which is interesting and motivating. Oh yeah, I agree. I definitely get motivated. I used to go on Monday nights. I used to pop into Joey Buttaving and Profit Monsters live listings, and yeah, I would list. They did giveaways too if you posted, if you listed stuff during their live. I think that's really clever. The giveaway being that they would go buy something from your store, which I think is amazing. I think that's a really great idea. So I had another idea. I didn't know if it would work. Don't want to talk about it just yet. I know suspense is building. Oh, good morning, Kimberly. How are you? It's so lovely to see you. I hope you're doing well. Give your puppies a snuggle for me. And speaking of puppies, Allie, oh my goodness, give that sweetheart a big smush from me. I love her dogs. And I love your dogs too, Kimberly. I hope you both are having a wonderful weekend. And thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. Making money can be very motivating. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, he does. Paul does a great job. He was actually up. I was up twisting and turning last night around like 1 in the morning, and I was like, let me just go see who's on YouTube. And he was live, and he was listing live last night at like 1 in the morning. I know he's in my time zone, so I was like, Paul, what are you doing up so late? And he had people in there. He had about 60 people in his live listening. So, oh my goodness, Cookie. Oh my goodness. How sweet. I love your Cookie. Not that way, but yes. Let's see. I'd have a hard time documenting my I have a hard time documenting my whole process on a live because of batch work. So sorry, I'm getting a phone call, getting distracted. Actually, this is kind of boring. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I understand that. Like it definitely, there are parts of it that are very boring. But I think people want to see that though. I know I missed that show because I was sleeping. Yeah, I know. It was super late. So, yeah, I don't know why it's doing it. StreamYard, I'm clicking on something and it just doesn't pop up, and then it just randomly pops up when it wants to, but aside from the point. So, yeah, in the future, whether it be on this channel, whether it be on the other channel, I'm going to try to do live listings again, whether it be with other people or whether it be by myself. I don't know. So moving forward, something that I definitely want to do. Okay, so channel updates. Oh, thank you so much, Miss B. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I got my hair did yesterday. So it's fun and fluffy and I love it. And yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm back in the muumuus, and I think moving forward I'm gonna stick to my formula and do the muumuu and brunch. So channel updates. Something that I'm going to be starting on my channel is I'm going to actually be blending two worlds together on my YouTube, and hopefully people enjoy the content. I want to bring in the mending, sewing side of things and repairing items to my my reselling content. So I think I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself because I'm a brat, and if I put too much pressure on myself, I'm like, I'm not going to do it, But so I think moving forward, I think once a month I'm going to be having videos on my channel to where I'm fixing vintage pieces. So a kind of a common term used when listing or posting damaged vintage items is wounded bird. So it does make me sad because I don't like to see hurt animals, but that is kind of like the community term for those pieces. Aw, thank you so much, Nicole. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thanks for hanging out with me. Yeah. So a wounded bird is a damaged vintage item, and I think I'm going to be pulling because when I'm out and about and just there's a sad but beautiful vintage piece sitting on top of a pile in a bin, and it has like maybe so much potential if it just takes like 10 minutes of work. I think moving forward, I want to show the process of me actually fixing these items, and maybe it will motivate me to actually fix these items and post them. And I've been playing with the idea, and let me know in the chat, depending on how long I work on these items. Depending on how long I work these items, I'm going to be posting them for a flat price, regardless if it's like a gunny sacks or just like a wet seal item from like the 90s. So I think it'll be fun, and maybe kind of funnel people to my selling platforms too, to take a look at what they have if they want to support me that way. But yeah, obviously no pressure to buy. So I do. I have a very soft spot for for broken items. I'm very much for the mend and make do process. And it's like these pieces need another chance, So I don't know. I have a soft spot. That's how I get so many cats, is I'm like, come cat, you need a home. So good morning, Barbara. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I absolutely love your glasses. They are so fabulous. And thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. If anybody is new here, my name is Kayla. I'm a vintage seller. I'm also a sewist and content creator here on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. And I like to have fun. So that's a little thing for me. All right. So I do have some examples of some wounded birds that I have been thinking about starting off the channel. I don't know if I want to do. Oh, yes, I am also a cosplayer. And actually, there's going to be a little update for that as well. We're going to be talking that in a little bit. Hello, good morning, Papa Chaos. Are you casual or chaos today? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Make sure you follow Chaos. He does some really great videos and some live sales on his channel. Obviously, anybody in the chat also has YouTube channels, so make sure you go and follow everybody, and let's share the love amongst each other. Spread love, not war, or wow, I totally messed up that saying. Yeah. Love, not war. All right, moving on. So let me talk about some of the wounded birds I had picked up I had picked up a long time ago and have been sitting in my mending pile for a very long time. And I saw this piece and I just couldn't help but pick it up. It was a more recent pickup, probably in the last months or so. So it is a 1980s pinafore. Here is the brand. So, and it is actually a plus size piece. So it is a size 22. And it is a gorgeous pinafore. Look at this with a beautiful flower print. And it is a pinafore dress. And look at these adorable little pockets. I know it's hard to see because of the print, but these pockets have like a bow tie detail on them. It's just so cute. So what's wrong with this piece? There's nothing wrong with it except for physical damage. So on the sides of these pieces, they have this thing called shirring. So, and it's when they sew elastic into the dress and it kind of scrunches up like this, and that makes the dress elasticated. And in this dress, the shirring has been all ripped out or stretched out. So this is, oh, good morning, Glamas. How are you? Sorry, distracted. I have to always say hello to Glamas. She is my Glamama. I love her. I love her so much. I hope you don't mind me calling you that. I just thought of it and I was like, oh, Glamas is so amazing. I love her. So she always brightens my day when she's in the chat, as well as everybody else in here. I appreciate you all so much for coming and hanging out with me. Love her. So yeah, going back, we're talking about garment surgery. This would actually be a pretty easy fix. And shirring is definitely a technique where not many people know how to do it on a sewing machine. And I think it would literally take me maybe 30 minutes to fix this. But other than that, the dress is beautiful. I mean, it is a gorgeous pinafore in a plus size, and plus size vintage items are very rare to come across. So I'm excited to fix this garment and get it back out into the world where somebody will love and adore it so much. So that's my first. See, I don't know if for each video, if I want to do one garment or if I want to do multiple garments. I have a few others if you guys want to see. See, what's this one? This one probably is the most that needs work done on it. I've been kind of looking at it and trying to date it. It doesn't have the patent number or the patent tag on it. So it is, let's see, it is made in the USA. It is washable. But just the tag is old. I'd put it maybe 60s, 50s, probably leaning more 50s because of the tag. But the size throws me off. Usually, it's a number size in the 50s, but it does have a metal zipper. But I mean, it is a utilitarian piece. It is a crop jacket. So just looking at the chat, where people who sew and make clothing. Talented. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, there's definitely, I'd say, an art form to doing it too. I've been sewing basically since I was 10. So yes, Chaos was talking about he did have to make some doll clothes. So I definitely want to see that. Make sure you make those and post them. I want to see them. Okay. So this is the other piece, and it is a cropped jacket. So almost, I would say, pre-members only, the OG members only. So it is just a cropped jacket with elasticated cuffs. So these are like ribbed knit cuffs on the bottom and on the sleeves. So there's the bottom. It's got the YKK zipper, which usually indicates a little bit newer of a piece. So I don't know. It could be all the way up into the 80s. It's one of these pieces that, just definitely stumps me because the inside looks older for sure. I mean, look at this. Look how fun that is. And this isn't fleece. It's like, well, I don't know. It's more like a tartan. Feels more like a tartan, like a tartan plaid for sure. But this one needs a little more work. So as you can see here, there is some discoloration on the collar. So I believe I'm going to try to fabric dye that back to the original blue color. Just a glaze of fabric dye will help in that situation and keep the integrity of the stretch along the neckline. So it would be very specific surgery. The other thing is either I'm going to have to replace the zipper or find, I don't know the term for this thing. It's a separating zipper. Let me not get my face there and show you guys. Hopefully my nails help. There we go. So the little, I don't know, the little nubbin here on the bottom of the separating zipper where you slide the other piece of the zipper onto it is missing. So it doesn't close at the moment. So I'd have to assess to see how to repair this, whether it be I replace the zipper or whether it be I find a little nubbin and kind of clamp it on there. So we're going to see. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on here. And the last thing, this one is a little more of a intense repair for sure. The last thing on here is that there was some paint on the sleeve. So there are these stripes of paint on the sleeve. Unfortunately, if they were around the elbow area, I could sew some elbow patches. I have some scrap vintage leather. I could sew on some fun elbow patches onto the jacket and cover that up. But this paint is a little too high, so I don't think I can remove it. It's just, it feels like it's been on there forever. So what is a glaze? A glaze. Good morning, Lisa, by the way. So it would be not dyeing the whole thing completely. It would be just me with like a jar of fabric dye with a paintbrush and just kind of maybe it's diluted and just me literally painting on the dye in a very specific form. So it's like a focused dye. Yeah. Okay, so try using orange oil to remove it. Interesting. I will attempt that. I will look into it and see if I can do that. Let me just write that down. I was really hoping for donuts. Donuts! Oh my goodness. Blanket throwing the hordes for everybody. Patrick Murphy, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Let me get some coffee real quick. Cheers, by the way. Cheers. Only coffee, nothing else in there. So everything else on this piece is absolutely beautiful. And I mean, it's just a really basic jacket. It just perplexed me when I saw it. I was like, I couldn't instantly identify the decade in which it was from. So it could be anywhere from 50s, 60s to 80s. So, because 80s did a lot of, 80s does 50s, 80s does 40s, sort of deal. All right, next up, this piece is definitely 80s for sure. This one only needs super minor repair, but look at this. It's another cropped jacket, almost like Letterman style, but it's jersey, so it's a sweatshirt material, but it definitely has the snap buttons. So it's like varsity style Letterman jersey. So, and I would put this 80s, early 90s for sure. That's the only detail on it, but look at these cuffs. I love the striping on them. How fun is that? Good morning, Aunt Boo. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. So on the inside, what needs to be repaired is actually the tag. So the tag is hanging on for dear life by maybe like 2 threads. Originally when I had purchased this piece, it was covered in mystery schmutz, we'll say. Yeah, it looked like maybe somebody had spilt an entire thing of pudding onto it. It was definitely nasty and gross. There is some left behind residue that I'll have to go back in and kind of scrub with a toothbrush to get out. But other than that, it is in great shape. It's got this fun quilted pattern on the inside. You can kind of see it there. So it's got a diamond quilting pattern on the inside, and I'm pretty sure the fluff is no longer in there. So unfortunately, that is something I can't replace, like the stuffing, unless I were to disassemble the whole thing. Ah, hello, good morning. I'll go if you go. So everybody, this is my friend Andrea. She's stopping in to say hello. She is out working. She's a lifeguard, ocean rescue. And she's stopping in. I know her service is bad, so I appreciate her coming and seeing. Are you sure it was pudding? I don't know. It kind of looked like pudding. We're just gonna say it that way. Yep, exactly, pudding. We're PC here. So, good morning, Jen. Thank you so much for coming in, stopping in. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. So, actually, Andrea, last night we went over and helped. She actually set up a wonderful little coffee bar in her house. So we went over late last night and had some coffee. Probably why I was up tossing and turning for a long time, but it's all good. You promise you're on break right now. Bad service. Keep losing. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So the replay will be up on the channel if you want to watch my face again. But yeah, so other than the mystery pudding and the tag being out of this one, it's good to go. So it would be a quick hand sewing job, and even the stitching is still, the stitching where the tag was is still there. So the square around here is still shown. So all I have to do is go back in and hand sew that, catching only the lining to replace the tag on. Yeah. Oh yeah, we had espresso. Thank you. It's so much fun. Yeah, I got it done yesterday, and I'm just having fun with it. So fun. So those are the 3 examples of damaged vintage items that I pulled out of my money pile in my room, and I'm excited. I think it'll be a fun series on YouTube, and it will also help me not go to the thrift store and buy stuff. I love doing thrifting challenges and everything. I am just always so tempted to buy stuff, and I really need to not, because I already have so much and I need to get it up and listed and get excited about it. And that's the problem, I feel like a majority of resellers have this problem where they get excited about things and then it sits. And then it's always the case where you post it and it like almost sells like instantly. So, all right. So we're going to move right along. I have a few other things to talk about. I don't know. Let's see. I don't know where I put it. Oh my goodness. Wow. So unprofessional. I wanted to talk about Fiji real quick. And the sewing side of things, since I'm introducing that more. We're all hoarders on the inside. I totally agree with that statement for sure. Oh, yard sale's getting started. Have fun. If you find anything, make sure to post it. I'm excited to see. Oh, good morning, Pearlnini. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for stopping in. Um, so I just recently came back from my first time going out of the country since the before times. That's pre-panini. If anybody doesn't know my terminology for the before times. So it was a very interesting experience going out of the country, and we went to Fiji. And I was very, very fortunate in that we had a private driver who we made friends with, a local who took us around to show us really wonderful things. So truthfully, I just messed up. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's it's such a struggle, isn't it? So basically, we had a private driver, and he took us around. And at one of the places, I was like, "Hey, can we just stop into a fabric store, and I can take a look at maybe some fabrics for some sewing projects?" And I picked up some wonderful fabrics, and I just wanted to show you guys real quick. Nothing having to do with vintage. Well, I guess it would be my vintage style, because I'm totally going to make these into wonderful pieces. So I'm just going to show you some of the beautiful fabrics I picked up. And who doesn't love fabric? I mean, I love fabric probably just as much as vintage fashion. So I think it's wonderful. This is a cotton blend. It's got beautiful, huge hibiscus on it. A little bit of a narrow print on it. I only grabbed 2 meters of it. So planning on doing maybe some sort of top or whatnot with it. This one just came out of the dryer, so you're going to have to forgive me. It's not folded nice and beautifully, but look at this. How beautiful is that? White cotton with huge fern leaves and beautiful yellow hibiscus. Oh my gosh, isn't it beautiful, Glamis? I love it. Look at how lovely that is. Oh, yes. Who doesn't love fabric? I absolutely love fabric. Okay, so I got 5 meters of this one. Probably, I don't know what I'll do with that. I usually just say, I'll just make a dress. So yes, again, this one just came out of the dryer, so you're going to have to forgive me. It's a little balled up. And if I can find the end of it. So this one I got 10 meters of, and it is just an absolute beautiful. I think it is a polyester, but it is wonderful. It's got these great geometric designs on it with the florals. I love it. I think I'm going to make some wrap pants, and I'm going to make AJ a shirt. So I picked up some sewing patterns too. And I'm going to be trying out this new McCall sewing pattern. So it is 8263. And it is sort of like the bowling style shirt, or the Cuba Vera shirt with the pin tucks in the front. And then also you can insert panels. So yeah, the purple is probably one of my favorites. So we might do a little matchy sort of deal. As silly as that is, I love it. So next up, again, another one that just came out of the dryer that is just exploding everywhere. I love that. This is like a poly crepe, if you guys know your fabric terms, with a beautiful geometric design on it. I think this would just be a lovely maxi dress, almost like 70s style with the big bishop sleeves. I'm so into it. I'm here for it. I think it'll just be wonderful. And I love the color. Blue always looks really pretty on me. So I just, Isn't it beautiful? I know polycrepes, right? They are not my favorite, but I couldn't say no to the print. I'll probably line it with I have been starting to use vintage, like damaged silk scarves for lining. Um, Also putting those to use, and that way it's a little more breathable and feels better on my skin. Oh, Ladybug, I don't think I saw you come in, but I'm sorry I missed you. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend and enjoying the chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me. Kayla, did you find these fabrics thrifting? No, these are from Fiji. I picked these up in Fiji. So these are all from way over there that I somehow managed to all pack them in my carry-on. These two fabrics, I believe I got 10 meters of, so I have tons to play with when it comes to that. All right, so more fabric that these ones I have not washed. I love the greens and blues, as you can tell. And this one, I loved how big the print was. Look at this. It's giant hibiscus and like monstera leaves. Like you can't even see how big. Look at that. Wow, how fun is that? How beautiful is that big print? This is a cotton, 100% cotton, and I don't even know. It would be such a beautiful sundress. I think it'll be like one of my favorite summer dresses to wear. I love the print. I love it. Okay, so yeah, Perlini just asked a question. How much in American money were these fabrics? Okay, so the conversion rate for the Fijian dollar is half of the United States dollar. So everything was half off if you think about it that way. And these fabrics, a majority of them were under $5 Fiji money per meter. So I was paying $1 to $2 American to bring them back. Plus plane trip and whatnot. So I was very excited. Needless to say that I wanted to buy so much more, but couldn't. But I did get the contact for the shop that I bought them from, and I'm definitely going to be looking back into maybe purchasing some more. I probably can't fly back over there and get some more, but you never know. You never know. And we'll talk here in a moment. I'm actually leading up into something fun I started. So stay tuned through the little show and tell, and I will show you guys something new. This is the next one. Didn't wash it, so you can actually see the print. Look at this. It's like a cascading floral bouquet, like falling horizontally. I think it'd just be, again, a beautiful, look at that. Look at the color. I love it. Who doesn't love? Yeah, I know, Clemens. Don't you love it? Look at it. How gorgeous is this? Oh. It would just be I don't know. I think I would love it as just a muumuu. I just want to be draped in it. Like, I live here now. All right. And the very last one that I picked up, I went for something a little bit different. And wow, look at this. Look at this. Just the like neon yellow, green, interesting geometric print with the huge white florals. I think this would be great as maybe one of these, like a shirt, but do it as like a panel insert. So do like a stripe of this fabric going down the front of like a white shirt or a black shirt. I think it would be so beautiful. And yeah, I just love it. Muumuu giggles. Yeah. We love the muumuus here on this channel. So those are all my fabrics. I wish I could pack more. Yeah. Tell you what, it was very difficult to pack all of that. So, and get it back. And when I actually opened up my bag going through customs, they were like, they loved looking at all the fabric. They're like, what are you planning to do? And I'm like, oh, make some clothing, make some dresses. So yeah, that's that's the plan. And yeah, I really hope it comes out. I'll definitely share them here with you guys. I don't know if I'll maybe make videos about them. I don't know. It's an option. I told you what muumuu means in German. Oh no. Should I not be saying it? Oh no. I think you might have, but I totally forgot. So if it's not YouTube safe, I'm sorry. Okay, so I wanted to show you fabric to lead up into something interesting that I heard. So I listened to a lot of sewing YouTube, and there was a YouTube channel that I watch called Tomcat Stitchery, and she is a really amazing sewist who, I mean, pumps out videos. She is putting out videos like maybe 3 or 4 times a week, and it's all sewing projects, and she's so quick and so informative about sewing for her body and adjusting commercial patterns in order to get the perfect fit. She was actually an ambassador, and she started talking about this selling platform, and then she's like, what? You know, I heard her say it while working, and I was like, what is this she's talking about? That she's buying fabric off of a open market selling platform where you can go on and sell your excess craft supplies. And it wasn't Poshmark, it wasn't eBay, it wasn't Macari. And I was like, what is this? Tell me what it is. So, oh, you're fine. You're fine. Muffin. Oh, got it. Gotcha. I sometimes refer to that as an ocarina. So I don't know. It's just a nerd thingy. Anyways, so I'm going to show you the selling platform that I think is very unknown to the reselling community, especially people who sell fabric and sewing supplies. And, you know, every time I'm at an estate sale, there is always craft supplies. So I'm going to start selling on this platform, and I want to encourage people to try it out for themselves. I've done a little bit of research on actually how to sell on this platform. And it looks like you are paying for shipping yourselves. But, you know, I wanted to make you all aware of it. So let's see here. Let me make me small here. So the website is called Destashify. And I am sorry if you hoard fabric and or sewing patterns, but this is, yep, basically you can do one of two things. It's kind of like a ThredUp where you can send in your items and they'll post them, or you can sell them yourself. And yeah, I mean, you can see like there's tons of variety. It looks like, you know, it's very intuitive in listing items. So yeah, sold out. So, I mean, this one's pretty bare bone, you know. That's all you really need to put. Oh my gosh, where is my voice going? Decided to take a timeout. So, destashify. And you know what? There is not a lot of sellers on here. I mean, there's quite a few items, like there's tons of fabric and whatnot on here. I mean, look at this cat. Oh my gosh. Pink and green vintage cats. Oh, wow. I mean, I would pay $40 for this fabric. I feel like selling fabric is a very untapped market in the reselling community for sure. So, hi, Miss So. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Yeah, we're just talking about this new selling platform that I heard of. I don't know how new it is, but it's definitely, yeah, look, I mean, the fabric only goes up to 8 pages. So I think it's ideal for anybody wanting to get on the ground floor of things. And who doesn't see like these bundles of trims and whatnot at the bins, just like hanging on top of things? You could get an easy $12 by picking up something that could be under $1. But just another platform to get your eyes out there. Look, assorted trims. You don't even have to do it. Just bundle everything up, and people love this and eat it up, man. Yeah, absolutely. I think the info is here on the website. I think, yeah, you can, uh, yeah. I mean, this is just for selling, but yeah, you can definitely, I think in the FAQ, you can ask her where to donate. On here, it's just, I think it's a great site, and it seems pretty not clunky. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Yeah, exactly. So, and who doesn't, I find craft stuff all the time. And I think it'll be a fun venture. I think one of the things that I would like to do with this, let me put the Destashify link in the chat for all of you if you want to go look. It is there. So I think it would be a fun venture to do, maybe like my first 30 days on Destashify. I think it would be a fun video, and I encourage, because if you look, well, let's look right now. Should we go on an adventure? Let's do this here. Because, we as content creators are also always looking for the next thing. And if you're into these sort of like crafting hobbies, then I think it would be good to show the process. So let's just hop on over to YouTube. Oh, look it, somebody's live. This random chick is live. Let's see what's on here when it comes to Destashify. Yeah, so this is Tomcat Stitchery. She does sewing and whatnot. And look, it's just all of her videos and people hauling things from Destashify. Gap in the market, I see. When it comes to content creating, it would be fun. So yeah, like it's all sewing. It's all sewing, Patrick Murphy. So I don't got nothing to show. I'm literally a grandma on YouTube. I watch people's lives and I watch sewing videos. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. for sure. So, yeah, I thought it would be a fun thing to do. Maybe I can do a setting up my Distashify account. So, who knows? Who knows? So, that is basically it. We are coming to the hour mark. I would like to see my recommendation. Would you like to see my recommendation? Um, Maybe later. I did just want to say something silly and like something that probably I'm the only one excited about. What? No. In the sewing community, a stash is referred to your fabric stash, your hoard of sewing patterns and stuff you haven't used. So there's just a thing. Terminology, yes, it could be a stash, or it could be that other stash that you're hiding. But anyways, something that I'm like probably maybe only I'm exciting about, and it's the last thing I'll talk about this evening, and it's the silliest this morning, not this evening, Kayla, is that for the longest time, probably the last like 4 months, I had been looking for a new eyeliner. I know it's silly. I had been using the Revolution Makeup Revolution Renaissance Flick eyeliner, and they stopped carrying it in stores. It was my bolo like go-to eyeliner for my wings and whatnot that I do on my face. Yeah, here's my face. I do wings. And it went on smooth. It was black. Um, and it was perfect. It never like budged. I'm very weepy. I cry a lot. I have very watery eyes, and this was the best. And they stopped carrying it in stores, and I tried the other formula, and it's terrible. So, I think you can only order this online, but I'm lazy. I'm lazy. I don't want to order things online when it comes to makeup for some reason. I don't know. I'm weird. So I went on a deep dive into the beauty guru space when it comes to makeup. And I decided to test out a whole bunch of different eyeliners. And I finally found one that worked for me. I'm wearing it. You can see that I like to scrunch my face when I laugh. I scrunch a lot, and it does a pretty good job of staying on and staying nice and black too. So it is the Maybelline Hyper Easy um, brush tip eyeliner. It comes in like this, almost like a hexagon shape. Is that a hexagon? Yeah, it's a hexagon. So, and it's a brush tip, and it's got a really fine, oh my gosh. So you can tell I'm not a beauty guru. It's got a nice tip on it. It goes on really lovely, really nice, clean, easy line. How perfect is that? It'd be great for also costuming makeup too. You got to let it dry down. For a little bit, but once it's dried down, it's awesome. Good morning, Card Shop. How are you doing? I hope you're having a wonderful time. And I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. The eyeliner looks good. Oh, chat jumped on me. Eyeliner looks good. Nice look. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, yeah, I don't want to do the swipe test. I'll do the swipe test. Let's see. Look at that. In real time. It's awesome. So, yeah. So, great eyeliner. Highly recommend. It's really awesome. So, not sponsored at all, obviously, but I just was very happy to finally find another eyeliner that is awesome for my weepy eyes, and it's perfect, and I loved it, and I have been wearing it for the last the last week of all the shows that I did. And for my trip to Fiji, it definitely passes jumping into the pool test too. So so makeup tips from Kayla. Yes. Hashtag Kayla drag mother. Yeah. Um, yeah. At its drugstore, I don't really buy any high-end makeup. I just don't find that it's worth it as of yet. So non-sponsored tools of the trade. Highly recommend. Um, again, it is the Maybelline Hyper Easy with the little, oh my gosh, there we go. With the shiny packaging and the hexagon. It is the waterproof version too. So just make sure that you get the waterproof version. All right, we're past the hour mark. Only high end is buy your foundation. Yeah. So I used to actually use high end foundation as well. I was a very because of Florida and whatnot, I wear a lot of BB creams and sunscreen when it comes to my face because of the sun and the weather we have here. So I was very much into It Cosmetics, the Bye Bye foundation with the, I guess, is that high end? I mean, it is like $30 a tube. So I guess yeah, at the time I was using it, it was high end. So yeah. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Kaylee. You buy all high end. Oh, okay. So you know what? I haven't found anything that I'm happy with. I'm not opposed to trying it for sure. I do love cosmetics. I bought like $30 blushes and I've been burned by it, and with the whole like makeup guru drama in the last like 3 years, I don't know who to trust. So leave your suggestion in the comments as soon as this live stream video ends of any beauty gurus I should be following. Because yeah, I totally want to get back into the makeup scene, but I don't want to buy a whole bunch. I was always doing that. I was buying everything everybody told me to buy, and then I was losing money. So yes, I agree with that. Yeah, some higher end eyeshadows are definitely better. I'm cheap with my makeup. Yeah, for the day-to-day stuff, and you know what? I'm a loyal buyer too. This eyeliner that I got, I think I bought like 8 of them. So, and I was using them every day. So, what disinformation on YouTube? I know. What a concept. Wayne Goss. Ah, okay. I'll totally check them out. Awesome. Alrighty, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it. It's past the hour mark. I think also kind of a note, I might ask people if they want to come on to these Sunday shows towards the end moving forward. Just maybe as like I don't know, maybe like a 20-minute hangout with friends if people want to come on. I'll be doing that next week. It's Horizon Picks week for the Sunday brunch, so make sure you go ahead and head on over to his channel. I think you're mod, so you should be able to drop your link if you do have that available. And yeah, I will see you here all next week. I hope you have a wonderful one. If you want to get in contact with me, I'm on Instagram. My links are below, and or whatnot. Remember, interacting with my videos is free for you guys, and it helps me with a terrible, terrible YouTube algorithm. So please help me out if you'd like to support me. And I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Bye now.